Hello, friends. Welcome to Humanology 2387. Happy Tuesday evening. Yeah, took a shower and okay. Voice doing a lot better. That's good. Let's do stretching. Okay. Okay. Yeah, another Walmart hoodie I bought last weekend. Bright colors. Oh, oh, oh. Now, let's do martial arts. Double back kick, okay, like jump back kick. Okay. I haven't seen anybody doing this, but it's really inventive. So, like a horse or moose, they do back kicks, okay? Maybe deer too, I don't know. Elks. Or zebra. Okay, yeah. 5 minutes break, thank you. Yeah, martial arts, important. Okay. Let's get back to mathematics. Uh, okay. Where were we? We did some algebra yesterday, right? Yeah. Yeah, some regular algebra, row algebra mixed. Okay. All right. Oh, additional coverage. Eh? 말은 해요. It's not cheating. I don't know. You know what? This biscuit is too bad, but good idea. Distracting. Oh, cheers. Okay, so let's try to practice. I do not think it's this wrong formula, but we see some potential problem here. Okay, like here. Left hand side being negative, right hand side being positive. Okay, they cannot be equal. They cannot be the same. Okay, so some potential problem here, potential issue. Okay, so it's possible that this formula may be wrong. Okay, so we can disprove it or and then improve the formula and come up with the right formula, or maybe this will help us at least maybe even disprove it because I highly doubt it. I think this is the correct formula. Okay, so I worked out many examples with this. Okay, built an entire table with this. So I highly doubt this is wrong formula. Okay, but maybe it will lead to proof of this formula or at least more understanding of the formula. Okay, yeah. Now let me wash my eyes. Something got in there. All right, so let's go with some solid numbers. Okay. Oh, we need to come up with alpha and omega. Okay, omega bigger than alpha. Okay, and for example, 3 and 7. Alpha is 7, alpha is 3, omega is 7. Okay, but we do not have much room in this board. Yeah, but I have to make reference to this writings here. Yeah, okay. So the small rooms that we have, okay, so let's take advantage of it, okay, because maybe it won't take that long. We have some room here. So room here and some room over there, okay? It's okay though. It's very low budget. Shoestring is, I'm sorry. But just what we have, okay? We gotta make do with it. Alpha is 3, omega is 7. Okay? Now, one omega and one alpha, okay? We want y to be bigger than x to make this part negative, okay? Yeah. Y is bigger than x, okay? Uh, y is bigger than x. Let's choose x as 0. Make it as is possible, okay? X is 0 and y is 1. Okay? Divider. The delimiter, okay? So it cannot be just vertical line, but they look like 1 or I. We don't want that. Squiggly. Huh? Data separator, delimiter. Cheers. 1 omega is a variable, okay? It's like it represents a number, some number, not every number, but some number. When divided by omega, remainder is 1. But here, x, because x is 0, 1 omega is 1. 1 row omega is 1. And here, because y is 1, alpha is 3, 1 row alpha is 4. Okay? Now, to plug in the numbers, uh, x minus y minus 1, yeah, which is what we want, alpha, so minus 3, is equal to omega rho alpha, 7 rho 3, that's 1, x times x. What is x? 0. Okay? So minus 3 is 1, which is not true. Okay, so maybe I made an error somewhere. But I'm only a human being. I make mistakes. Okay. Okay. That's not surprising. Uh, it's either I made a mistake somewhere algebraically, or there's something wrong with it, with this formula. Okay? Yeah. Because it somehow led to some kind of contradiction here. Cheers. This is fun. It's like playing a game, but educational game though. Okay? Yeah. Cheers. 5 minutes back, vocal rest. Okay? If you want to spot my mistakes or fix this formula, go for it. But I'm not sure if this formula is wrong. I had it out though. Okay. Yeah, this formula works well. Okay. But yeah, 5 minutes break. Thank you. Full coverage. Barely. Okay. 5 minutes. Thank you. Okay. Uh, here do we do? This gravitation kind of pulling my hair down. Well, as long as I stay here, then that's real cool. Now, what went wrong? Where? This is why I do not want to do mathematics all the time because it's not always fun. Okay, it's tense. Like, ah, where? What went wrong and where? Let me get some terms. Uh, I mean, it can be not easy to believe that a fun-loving guy like me enjoy mathematics. I mean, I do singing, dancing, martial arting, and then this. It's not always enjoyable, but I had to do it. To me, it's a God-given assignment. Okay, God of humanology. Okay, so uh, okay. Well, where's the beginning point? I don't even know. Where's the beginning point here? Oh, omega is alpha plus k. Okay. Okay. We apply rho alpha. Okay. So far, so good. Yeah, I was reviewing what we did yesterday. Uh, it's something exotic, I guess, right? Like foreign language. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a professional mathematician, so I do this only here after work sometimes. It's something different, I guess. Yeah. Diversion, distraction, sure. Divertissement. Something different. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So far, so good. Now, we said beta times beta inverse rho omega is one alpha, but maybe that's not always true. Okay, so this beta is not just any number; it's a particular number. Alpha minus rho, like omega rho alpha. I mean, does that expression represent any integer, or is this subset proper subset of integers? Okay, okay. So there's potential error there. Mm-hmm. So, uh, yeah, that's this is like a question mark. Okay. Yeah, it cannot be just any one row alpha because beta is not just any number. It's alpha minus omega rho alpha. Okay. And that's a particular number. My guess is a subset of subset of integer, some subset of integer. Okay, that's my guess. It's not a random number; it's a specific number. Okay, so okay, beta is not some independent integer variable. No, it's a dependent variable. It's a function like y is equal to fx, right? It's a dependent variable depending on alpha and omega. Beta is a function of alpha and omega. Okay, so meaning beta is not an independent variable. Beta is a dependent variable, like y is equal to fx, right? It depends on two variables, alpha and omega. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so that's potential error there. Which means one alpha, no, it's not just any one alpha. Okay, one row alpha to y, it cannot be just any number. Okay, yeah, no, y is not a random number. We cannot just pick y randomly. Okay, okay. So that's looks like that's the source of error, origin of error. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. So this formula is not disproven. Okay. That's good. Which is good news. We want to prove this, not disprove this. But if this formula is wrong, yeah, we'll improve it and make it right. Okay. No problem. But it was good exercise. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Mm-hmm. Now, how can we fix this? I don't know. Not yet. This is deep. Yeah, beta times beta inverse rho alpha. Yeah, it's one part of one alpha. When it's divided by alpha, remainder is one, but it's not just any one of those numbers. Okay? Yeah. Okay. It's a subset of those numbers. That's what it seems. Okay. Which subset? I don't know yet. How about one omega? One omega here, it can be any one omega number, okay? Because why? Alpha is any integer, any positive integer, okay? So yeah. So one omega, it can be whatever. So x can be whatever, okay? But y is a specific numbers, okay? So y is not a random number, x is, okay? Okay. Whew. Mm-hmm. Problem solved, kinda, okay? Okay. So we got the basic idea done. That's good. Okay. So Yeah, so this method did not work. Okay, we want to prove this, but it did not quite work. Okay, so okay. Then we have to come up with different direction, another methodology, like second attempt to prove alpha and omega formula. Uh, yeah, I'm sorry about this neckline here. Am I gaining weight? I don't know. Whatever. But am I gaining weight? I don't think so. But the particular neckline there, not quite flattering. Kind of looks unnatural to me. Okay, so whatever. Okay. Look, I think we did enough mathematics for tonight. Okay, so yeah, let's take 5 minutes break and put this behind us and talk about whatever. Okay, good. Okay. All right. Okay. Ah. Yeah, it was nice, wasn't it? Short and sweet. Yeah. And just mathematics just a little bit a day. Sure. It can be therapeutic, I guess. Sure, sure. Entertaining, yeah. Okay, now let's put this behind us. We'll continue tomorrow, okay? Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, some different reactions tomorrow. Sure, sure. Pitch direction? I have no idea. Maybe mathematical induction, maybe. Okay. For old time's sake. Been a long time since we did that. Okay. So now let's talk about religion. How about that? Okay. Humanological Bible study group. Sure. Well, the only rule is respect. Okay. Yeah. But other than that, no restriction. No restriction. Okay. Not just Bible, all different religions. Because welcome to humanity school. Okay. Yeah. Religious freedom. Because humanity is not a part of any organized religion. It's we do our own thing here. Okay. Yeah. We're respectful, but we are free to criticize any religions and also appreciate them too. Half and half. Okay. Yeah. Welcome to humanity school. Okay? Yeah. Now let's talk about Bible. Okay. Because that's one book that I'm very familiar with. Okay. So I used to be a Christian. Okay. I'm now humanologist. Okay. So like Book of Genesis, Old Testament Bible, the very first book in Bible. Yeah, God created human being, and God really enjoyed watching humans. First, yeah, Adam and Eve, we are Garden of Eden. Okay, he really enjoyed watching human beings. He enjoyed watching humans that he created. How about me? I'm not a God. I did not create human being. Look, I have never been married. I have no children. Okay, so I never could give birth to any babies. Okay. Some do. Yeah, I appreciate their parenting. Okay. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Yeah. So according to Bible, it's their theory and their story. Okay. But in human rights school, yeah, we appreciate their theory, their story, but we are not brainwashed by them. So we are free to criticize them. Okay. Yeah. And appreciate them too. To be fair. Okay. So God enjoyed watching humans. How about me? How about you? Do you enjoy watching humans as fellow human being? I do. That's why sometimes I go to dance club. Okay, I watch other people dance or karaoke bar. I enjoy watching other people sing. Supermarket. I enjoy watching other people. Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm not like creepy like. I'm not like that. Okay. Because that's rude. That's rude. I'm not rude. I'm polite. But side way, side vision. I do enjoy watching them. Okay. Also, how about TV show, movies versus nature documentaries where they show animals, plants, mountains, river, inanimate objects, stars, sunlight, universe, the stars, and whatever. Okay, aurora borealis. Oh, that's beautiful too. Yeah. Sometimes I prefer watching nature documentaries as opposed to TV show that shows people. Okay, but most of the times, I confess, I enjoy watching TV shows most of times as opposed to nature documentaries. Okay, maybe God was like that too. Because in human world, there's more comedy drama, more sophistication because we are brainy, right? But in nature documentary, yeah, they're beautiful animals, insects, which is look different from us, and they're very cute, beautiful, but they're kind of simplistic in their mentality. They're kind of robotic, predictable. Okay, yeah. Less stories, less drama, less comedy. Yeah. Okay. Now what else? But Book of Genesis, God at one point later on regretted that he created the universe, Noah's flood. But according to Bible, it's their theory, their story. Yeah, Noah gathering all the species of animals in Noah's Ark, wooden, big boat, ship, and then that the species preserved. But is this scientific? Not really, because then how do they propagate it? It'd be like incest, right? There's one male and one female zebra in Noah's Ark. After Noah's flood subsided, they go out there, okay, in the land, dry land, and okay, so male and female zebra, they mate, they have babies, sons and daughters of the zebra. Then how do they propagate? It'd be incestuous, right? It's not a scientific story. It's not. It's not based on science. It was written what? Two, when was Mr. Moses? 1000 BC or 2000 BC? Let me check real quick. Approximately 15, 1300 BC, 1500 BC, somewhere. So let's say 1000 BC for easier calculation, okay? So 3000 years ago, they didn't have any science back then, okay? So although in Old Testament Bible, yeah, they forbid marriage between close relatives. They do forbid that, okay? So okay, how are humans and Noah's family? How did they propagate? Incest? Okay, then so that's Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Abrahamic religion, okay? Is their theory. Bible, okay? Now let's go to science, evolution, biology. Originally, human being, according to evolutionary biologists, we came from primates, apes, monkeys, and yeah, there's many different kinds of apes. Within one species, like chimpanzee, orangutan, bonobo, whatever, primate, apes, monkeys, species. Within that one species, there are many, many, many individuals. So it's not incestuous. But if we go back in time, though, maybe some cross-pollination, maybe related species, maybe orangutan and chimpanzee made together and giving birth to different species, subspecies, maybe, which is not incestuous at all. But before those mammals, go way back, okay, bacteria, monocellular organisms, which exist even today too. Okay, bacteria. They're asexual reproduction, binary fission, just divide in half. Okay, asexual reproduction that does not involve male and female. Although some bacteria have male-looking bacteria and female-looking bacteria. Female-looking, I what saw in the biology book back in college days. Okay, female-looking bacteria are very round. Male-looking bacteria look very hairy, with pili that it's not a hair, but look hairy. Okay, in the microscope. Okay, and male-looking bacteria extend this some kind of straw-looking organ to exchange genetic material with female-looking bacteria. Okay. Yes, I've seen it in the biology book when I was in college. Okay. They kind of look like a sexual reproduction. Okay, male and female, even in bacterial world. Yeah, they sometimes they do that. Some of them. Okay. Yeah. But according to evolution, but look, 5 minutes break for rest. I have to protect my voice. Time check. It's been less than 1 hour. Okay, yeah, 5 minutes break. Thank you. For rest. Thank you. Yeah, so kind and generous friends, thank you for joining us. Uh, so where are we going with all this? Yeah, I'll tell you. Okay. Uh, look, creationism in Abrahamic religion, imperfect theory. Evolutionism in science, biology, imperfect theory. We come up with better theory. We go to human school, okay? But neither of them is perfect theory, okay? In my opinion, yeah. Yeah, like Hegelian dialectic in philosophy. Hegel, German philosopher, okay? Yeah. In Korean word, yeah, 정반합. I learned in high school, social school, okay? Like synthesis is equal to thesis plus antithesis. Okay, I like that. Okay. So yeah, you combine the two opposite positions and come up with a resolution. Yeah. I have to put some more layers on. Pero yeah, so divine evolutionism, theological evolutionism, theo-evolutionism. Sure, okay. I like because neither of those theories are perfect. Okay, so let's combine them. Take the good, reject the bad. Okay, so yeah, I think that's what I for today. Okay, because I need some vocal rest. I do not want to lose my voice again. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, thank you. You have a wonderful night. Okay, yeah. Martial art education quality very more. Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Yeah.